podcast show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rich Myers, and welcome to the Rich Myers podcast show. Here tonight with Paul Nazole.
I'll
That
do.
right?
I've been called worse, man.
Nice. How you been?
Good. Yeah, good, man. I've just had a really long drive. I've just had a fly dropping me wine. It's not going well, but yeah, all good, man. Yeah, how are you getting on, Rich?
I'm doing good. Um, yeah, I'm on a little auction, but I'm
Oh yeah,
still here.
that'll do, man. That'll do.
I listened to your track. Never Benezer.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar.
You know who he
Uh,
was? Do you know where the name comes from?
from the Babylon.
That's right. Yeah. He was the king of Babylon. The king.
It was pretty good.
Hey, thanks, man.
What influenced the song?
Um, it was a funny one. So it was the style is influenced by a guitar player I really like called John Martin, and he has this finger style way of playing guitar. Where he kind of hits it and then plays. So it's got that guitar style. But it was I wrote it because there was this musician I dated and she was great, but it was really like volatile relationship. Not volatile, but like, it was just musicians dating each other. It's just emotional, it's just. And anyway, it was like we were breaking up and then we weren't breaking up, and I wrote the whole thing just in one go, from like when we made up after a big argument. It was like the relief. I was like, oh, thank God, it's all okay. And the whole song came out, and it like was one of those songs that takes like as long to write down almost as it is, as long as you just play it and it all comes out in one go. And I've only done that like 3 or 4 times where I've like just channeled it and it's all come out in one time. And they're usually the best songs as well when you do them like that.
It's like a frustration song.
Yeah, it is majorly. Because I was reading the story about Nebuchadnezzar, and it sounded like he had a real rough old time of it as well. He had all bad dreams. He had curses on him and things. So I could relate.
All right, let's take a listen to it.
Yeah, let's do it. Like that,
Hounded forever like Nebuchadnezzar. I know that wherever you go, measure the distance and you'll find the difference. So much less than you know. Mind slipping under the cognitive thunder. Surrender to your instinct. Feeling my life on the brink. The ship starts to sink. No thoughts left to think.
The guy who plays the guitar on this bit, the lead guitar. The lead guitar on this bit, the guy who plays it is related to Ginger Baker from Cream. He was his nephew. He tours the States. He's touring the States in February. You could see him. He's going all over. He's playing with Ginger Baker's son and Jack Bruce's son, and they do a Cream tribute band. Very cool. His name's Robert Johnson as well. It's just outrageous, isn't it? I like that bit on the trumpet. You know, trumpet's great, isn't it? It's like the herald. You know, it's like the messenger. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good
Yeah,
song.
cool tune. Yeah, man, I like it. You know, it's nice. It goes down well.
Yeah,
People
it's
seem to like that one. You get a sense of a song,
yeah,
you know, like you play it around different places and stuff, and you get a sense of if it's a good song or not. You can read, you know, the reaction just playing it even on its own in pubs and stuff like that. You know, you can see. You know, I play a lot of like gigs where I play cover songs and stuff, you know, for money. But I always put my own songs in there as well, and you can tell sometimes when they pass, you know, and like you might play something by like the Beatles or the Stones or something, and then you play one of your own, and you see, oh, hang on, no one cares, like it's okay, you know, it flows. Or maybe they're just not listening. You know?
yeah. Um, do you have any other songs, concerts, and what's next?
Yeah, I think next year we're gonna do some a little tour. You know, we're gonna do a little tour and promote the record, um, and hopefully make another record is the plan. You know, we're gonna make another record, and the thing is, you know, when you make a big project like that, um, you learn a lot in the process. You know, you learn so much by doing it that like you make a lot of mistakes, and so I'm already thinking about doing it again and not making those same mistakes. You know,
Yeah,
so that's what I'm
like a
excited to do
remix.
next. Yeah, just like that, man. Exactly.
Uh,
You got to learn by doing. You know.
yeah. Um, out of all your songs, is one got a certain meaning to you, or
Yeah, I mean, I think all of them, you know, in different ways. Like, you know, they mean something or other. Because it was like, you know, the songs we made here were like written over a long period of time. You know, so there's a lot like they're about like different. You know, the love songs are about different relationships, and they're all about like different times over quite a long period of time. You know, so they've all got different meanings and stuff. You know, I guess the one I like the best. It's probably not the best song. It's called "In the Shadow of a Mountain," but I think it's because it's just like captured the sentiment the best. You know, maybe it's not the best catchiest song, but it captured like what I was trying to do the best. You know, it sounds like the emotions that I was trying to do. I guess, you know, it sounds stupid, but it was the closest I ever got to like representing what I was trying to represent. You know, but I guess yeah, "In the Shadow of a Mountain," and I also like Nebuchadnezzar, and I like a song called "Why Go Home," which is like a country Bob Dylan sort of song. You know. Because that's the thing, Rich. You know, like I'm sort of torn between being a folk musician and a rock musician. You know, like I'm good at rock, but I think in another life I would have liked to have been a folk musician. You know, so lately the stuff is coming out somewhere in between, and I don't know, torn between the two.
okay. What do you like about being a musician?
Freedom, yeah, basically do whatever I want. You know, do what you want, and also it's you know
Uh,
it's you know I'm quite lucky, man. You know, like I make a full-time wage playing music. You know, and that's cool. And that's not the best thing I love about it, but you know that's a nice thing, and it gives you a certain sense of freedom. You know, you work for yourself, and also you know you work with skills that you've developed. You know yourself as well. It's just a nice thing. You know, you get to communicate that to people, and that's a really cool thing. You know, and I come from Liverpool, which is like an extremely musical city. Everyone loves music in Liverpool. You know, and it's a nice thing. You know, it's nice to work around there and play around there, and you connect with people really really easily through music. You know, and often as well you get to you know like where I'm from. You know, you can play Bob Dylan, all the music I love. You know, growing up, even you know more obscure stuff like John Martin or Nick Drake or something. which is less popular in the mainstream, you know, and I can play stuff like that and people vibe with it and get on with it, you know, and I love that, you know. I love that you can kind of live on doing something that um, you love and you're passionate about, you know. So that's the best thing about it, really. But,
Yeah,
you know, it's all different, isn't it, you know?
always like always liked John Lennon and all
Yeah,
them.
yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
Um,
But he should never have went to America. I'll say that. You guys did him dirty, man. Like, you know, we sent our best over. We sent the best of the Scousers. He was the best man from Liverpool that ever was. And you guys shot him. You know, it's not cool. It's not cool.
yeah.
I know you're not from New York, so I'm not going to ask you to
No.
apologize. But, you know. But if you know anyone from New York, you know, I think everyone here in Liverpool would appreciate an apology, like, for shooting John Lennon. So if anyone's listening from New York, then, you know, get my Instagram from Rich and send me the apology. He was our best. He was our best and brightest. You know.
um, um, how do you handle frequent travels and being away from home for a long period of time?
Um. Yeah. You know, it's not too long at the minute. You know, so it's not long journeys. So it's okay. But I guess it's like, you know, it's the mission, isn't it? You know, like it's, you know, it's what I find meaningful in life is playing and doing that. And music's one of those things where you can't just stay in one place even if you want to. Hello, you've got this lovely lady with me here today. Um,
Oh,
you okay? Her name's Nixie. You want to say hello? You're famous now. You're American. You see her? She's not my dog. It's a long story. Um, but yeah, it's a nice thing. You know, it's nice. It's nice to get to travel and play. You know, because it's like I haven't done a lot in Europe, but I've done a few bits. You know, where I got to travel to different country, and it's a nice way to see a country because you're there with a purpose. You're there to work, so you meet lots of people. And you know, when you're playing, people want to meet you, people want to know you. So it's a nice way to travel. You know, it's like even if you were to do it completely alone, you wouldn't be alone really because you know you're constantly meeting people through what you do, and it's a nice life. You know, it is, and you know, yeah, it's hard sometimes to be away from home, but it's also, you know, part of it. And for me, I get bored. I think otherwise, you know, if I was just doing the same thing every single day, I think I've got too much ADHD for that. So.
oh, where
Sorry, I'm
can
being harassed by
people?
this one. She's so pretty.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
Yeah, so well, I got banned from Instagram, so you can't see me on Instagram anymore.
Oh,
Um, if you just search Paul Nazole, Naz, you know, you'll find me on YouTube and all that stuff. And there's plenty of videos other people have put up and things like that, you know. And we'll next, you know, we've only just made the album really. You know, we released it in October, um, and I think it'll be next year we really start to promote it, you know, and we'll do some new stuff. Um, you know, and I'm excited to do that. You know, I'm excited to just make some more music, you know, and I want to collaborate with lots of people. I want to work with lots of new musicians, um, and just try and get into, you know, making something that feels like you're making art. You know, where you're making something that has something to say. You know, and maybe that's something I need to think about is like finding other ways to communicate that and promote that. You know, and connect with different people. You know, I'd like to work with some other artists soon, you know, and maybe develop like a YouTube thing where you could, you know, all the great players that I get to work with. It'd be great to get all that videoed and and take that around the world. You know, we'd like to get to America. We were talking about going to Nashville last year, but um, we put the money into the album instead. You know, I work with like a management company, and we talked about like maybe we could just go to America and go and play for a lot of people, but it seemed like maybe it was better at the time to do. Dog, sorry. Maybe it was better. Maybe it was better to make an album first and look at doing that when we've got a product, you know. So we've got vinyl and stuff now and CDs and everything. So maybe next year we could get over there, you know. Maybe we'll come and see you in the flesh, Rich.
Okay.
Look at this dog. She looks like Anubis. Look at this.
Huh.
Sorry.
Um, when you ain't doing music, what do you like to do? Oh, it froze up or something.
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah.
Got me again. You back?
Yeah.
That's because I didn't know how to answer the question. Because I
um,
don't do anything else. No, I like to read, man. I like to read. I like to, you know, go for a run on the beach. I like to get out into nature a lot. Um, yeah. Apart from playing, that's probably the second favorite thing to do. It's just to like go for a walk in the woods or something. You know, it's like you have really good ideas when you do stuff like that. You know, if you can get away from the phones. Um, it's true. You know, it's hard to do these days. You know, but if you can get away from it, I feel like it really helps to do stuff that gives you a bit of thinking space. You know, that allows you to be bored, almost not bored, but you know,
have time alone.
yeah, man, yeah, yeah, you know, not constantly doing stuff. You know, like if you're constantly active, it's hard to get any ideas going. You know, where like sometimes the best ideas come from when you're not doing very much. You know, and so I try. That's lately what I've been trying to do is like feed your head. You know, feed your head with good, lovely things. Read books, read nice poetry, read go take in a bit of nature, and I think it translates and you it comes out in your music and stuff, you know. And it's like, and I've sort of realized that lately that like for me at least, um you got to stay healthy as well, you know, man. You got to fucking like in my 30s now, you know, so it was easy when I was 20 something to play in a rock band and smoke weed all day and you know do whatever the fuck I want, you know. But I think if you want to keep doing it, you can't do that forever, you know. So the trick is to look like a drug addict but not be one. You know.
Well, thanks for being on the show today. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
really
great,
enjoyed
man.
having you.
Thank you so much. Well, yeah, drop me a line anytime, man. Who made this song?
One of the artists.
Oh, really? Yeah. But it's personal, yeah. They made it especially.